Billy Ulrich.
What's up, brother?
How you doing, man?
Doing pretty good. How are you?
All right. Just, we just finished watching a very weird football game, didn't we?
The ending was extremely weird, but not as weird as a score of 15-8.
That was, and the last time that happened, what was that? Was that at the half?
Was at the half. The
And the last time it happened was when?
In the 60s, 1962, 1963, something like that.
I think it was 61. Low 60s, somewhere.
Low 60s.
That's crazy. That's a long-ass time. There's a video that I know you were very excited to watch.
Yeah, this one's personal today, man. I've been getting virtually, literally, figuratively, I've been getting eaten alive by fucking mosquitoes for months. Eaten alive, bro.
More than I can remember. In this past year or so, more
exponentially.
than I
You know, my whole rest of my life, you get mosquito bites here and there during the summer.
Few and far.
Dude, I go outside for any length of time and come in with no fewer than 10 mosquito bites.
Yeah,
and it probably happens 5 times a day. Like, no joke, bro. I'll get like 50 mosquito bites a day for fucking months.
I grew up back east, and one of the reasons I couldn't wait to get out of there was the mosquitoes. And I came here, and there were no mosquitoes.
And there used to be no mosquitoes here, right?
And now, there's mosquitoes.
Swarming with mosquitoes. Dude, I got a buddy, a good friend, who saved up his money for a while so he could renovate his backyard, and he wanted to turn it into the ultimate hangout. And he achieved his dream, bro. His backyard is the shit. Pool with the cool lights.
Congratulations.
Yeah, he bought like the resort outdoor furniture, couches and shit.
Oh, nice. I want to hang there.
You know, do TV with speakers, weatherproof covering over it.
Damn.
You know, the shade. He built the, I don't know the right word.
This motherfucker dropped some Larry Fink money.
Maybe not quite Larry Fink money, but, man, he could have bought a car with that money, probably. He could have done a badass vacation, like a bucket list vacation.
Yeah.
But
Italy.
Anyway,
Italy.
Moral of the story, this guy's backyard. Back in the 90s.
This is episode 5. What were we on, episode 5?
Episode
They'll
5
get the
now,
joke back in the 90s if they saw episode 3.
Go back through the archives.
Yeah, episode 3.
And you'll get it. Anyway,
Sorry, I interrupted.
Dude, for a few years, this guy's backyard, I feel like I'm on vacation every time I go back there.
Oh.
And last time I was at his house, we're on a break. Hey, man, you want to go back, have a smoke? The guy shakes his head. He's like, I can't do it, bro. I can't do it.
Can't handle the bugs.
Yeah, and he said, no, I'm gonna get mauled by mosquitoes.
He needs to get the bug lights then. Get a couple of bug lights out. Zap them. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, dude, bro. But the bigger point is why are there so many motherfucking mosquitoes?
I'll tell you why.
Let's find out.
Because planes are fucking dropping them out of the sky.
Jesus H. Christ.
Yep.
At the world's biggest mosquito factory for the World Mosquito Program. We're making in here 30 million mosquitoes a week.
When this bacteria called Wolbachia gets introduced into the mosquito, it stops their ability to transmit dengue. We release mosquitoes that have Wolbachia. Now they go and mate, and Wolbachia gets passed into the wild mosquito population.
Have you seen this insane research they're doing about injecting mosquitoes with vaccines?
Scary shit.
Yeah, what the fuck are they doing?
So they're doing that. They've already released them in Florida, from my understanding.
The fact that you've got some genetically engineered mosquito and you're releasing it on the human race, like...
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Just what was the name of the factory? The World Mosquito Project or whatever?
Something generic like that.
Sounds like the worst idea ever. Sounds like the fucking dumbest idea in the history of dumb ideas.
Well, I'll play the other side for a second.
Good luck with that shit.
Wish me luck. Okay, so I get it, right? So I get it. What their claim is, okay, we're going to genetically modify the male mosquitoes, 30 million a day. What did he say?
30 million a week.
A week. That's ridiculous. So first of all, how fucking hard is that to get a needle into a mosquito? How is that even? I got to see that process.
I don't think that's how they're doing it, man. I think they had to do that to the first couple ones.
Maybe,
but
yeah.
I think now that
'Cause-
they're just modified.
Can you imagine how long that would take?
I mean, it sounds like a tedious task.
Yeah, you're right, though. There's got to be maybe that's just like how they began.
I think that's how they started. I think they're genetically modified now. So just, they're just hatching eggs that have already got the DNA changed. And
Right.
that's how these 30 million mosquitoes a week are just being born with these traits now.
That makes sense. So, okay. They release the males, and the idea, the genetically modified males, they release them out into the wild. And the idea is that they go mate with the females, and it destroys the female's ability somehow to transmit dengue, malaria, all those
dengue
diseases.
fever,
The dengue, the dengue. But okay, so that's like, hey, well, we're trying to do something. We're trying to stop these diseases. Why are you so mad about it? I'm just playing the other side for a sec. Go.
I'm mad because I'm getting bit by mosquitoes 50 times a fucking day, where I probably didn't accumulate 50 mosquito bites in my whole life at the same location.
So let me throw this at you.
What's up?
They're saying that they're sending modified males, right? Yet we're getting bit a lot. Males don't bite.
I've heard that rumor before. I don't know the science of it, man. I don't know the science of it.
Hold on,
to me, it doesn't make sense. How can the males? How do they eat then, man? What's their food if the males aren't sucking blood?
Hold on, let me take a look. Give me your take. Give me a little bit more take on this while I look.
Okay, so I understand the idea is to eradicate Zika and dengue fever, but that doesn't make any fucking sense because you're pumping an extra 30 million mosquitoes a week into the area. And I'm pretty sure, again, I'm not a scientist, definitely not a mosquito scientist, but
I am now.
I'm pretty sure that those aren't the only two illnesses that mosquitoes carry around.
Mm-hmm.
So even if you succeed at your goal of reducing or even eliminating the spread of Zika, you are increasing the ability to spread whatever else these fuckers got carried around.
Where there's a cure, there's another disease waiting to take over.
And then part two of the thing. Okay, number one, you're putting, bro, that's 30 million a week. I don't know how many weeks these assholes
God only knows how long
have
they've
been doing this shit, but you could only guess. It's got to be billions of extra mosquitoes. Billions extra.
I mean, hundreds of billions at this point.
Could. That's not out of question at all.
Right? Like,
nobody knows. I don't know
astronomical.
how many years.
Well, let me go back to what I found out. So it is indeed true that male mosquitoes do not bite.
Okay, but how and why?
So I'm going to tell you that they don't bite humans or animals. Here's why. Feeding habits. Female mosquitoes bite because they require blood to develop their eggs. Okay. Protein and other nutrients in blood are essential for egg production. The diet of the male mosquitoes. This is your big question, right? Good, valid question too. Male mosquitoes, on the other hand, feed primarily on nectar and other plant sugars. I had no idea.
What?
Yeah, I didn't know that. They don't have the same nutritional requirements as females, and therefore they have no need to bite animals or humans.
Okay, but are they allowed to play in the same sports leagues then?
Oh, they're transitioning males. That's what they're doing. They're lying.
Is that what they're doing?
They're fucking not. They're not out to stop dengue.
Yeah.
They're transitioning, not transmitting. Wait. Check this out. So even the male mouth parts are different. All right.
Okay.
Mouth parts of male and female mosquitoes are different. Females have specifically adapted mouth parts, or the proboscis, that allow them to pierce skin and draw blood, whereas males have mouth parts designed for feeding on the plant nectar. So suckers, maybe, I guess, right? Implications for disease transmission. Since male mosquitoes do not bite, they do not play a role in transmitting disease like malaria, dengue, Zika virus, West Nile, blah, blah, blah. These viruses are spread through the bites of infected female mosquitoes. Okay.
All right.
So again, Bill Gates is, I know he's tied into this somehow.
I saw a video where he's got a mosquito farm.
Yeah, we're coming back at you, Bill. We'll be coming at you a lot in this podcast. Billy boy. Not you, Bill. I like this,
Other
Bill.
Billy.
You're good. So you saw, what did you see?
Oh, I saw a different video, not the one we've shown. But I saw a different one that alleged that Gates has got a mosquito factory in Colombia or Brazil.
Of course he does.
Right.
What doesn't he have? So I do know that, like, through him and Melinda's foundation, obviously they're involved in a lot of global health things, WHO and whatever. But it does include efforts to combat mosquito-borne diseases. The Gates Foundation, the CSIS, funded research initiatives aimed at reducing the spread of malaria and such. So he does have a pretty big hand in this, and no surprise there, right? He's a vaccine guy too, right?
Sure.
He knows that stuff. All right, I think we might have mentioned him a few times in the podcast already, or if not, we will. I just don't like what he's out for. I'm just not buying his philanthropic spiel as much.
Right.
What are your thoughts? Like, I find him shady as fuck.
You know, he was a ruthless businessman
He
when he was running Microsoft.
I mean, I guess you have to be, you know.
Right. I don't think that this shit is working, though. And I don't think it's going to work. Because it's clear, regardless of male, female, whatever, there are way more fucking mosquitoes than there have ever been.
Right.
And so whatever other illnesses these fuckers carry is going to get spread exponentially because there's exponentially more mosquitoes.
Right.
And then the other thing, okay, I know you're claiming that you've genetically modified these new mosquitoes, right? But evolution will still exist.
Yeah.
And persist. Like, they're just going to fucking adapt. If not this generation or the next one, a few generations down the line.
They'll figure out a way around it.
The mosquitoes, nature's going to figure out a way around it.
You can't beat that shit. Nature rules all.
You know, and there's a lot of other examples, you know, where you try to fuck with nature and it just backfires a millionfold. Like in the Everglades, you know, with the snakes, the pythons and boas and stuff.
They're giant.
And they've taken over everything. There are no mammals left.
Yep.
There's
fucking ate them all.
There's hardly any mammals left. Not only are there no mammals left, there's no species of anything left in the Everglades. It's just all fucking snakes, man.
Big ass snakes.
They're taking over everything. I think in the Hawaiian Islands, they've got issues like that with wild hogs and with deer. In Texas, I know they got the big wild hog problem.
We should do a wild hog t-shirt.
We should do something with the wild hogs, right? Ladies and gentlemen, the How Far Down podcast is brought to you by
The How Far Down merch store.
Here we got our featured shirt of the week, our laserproof blue t-shirt. Protect your torso with his laserproof blue How Far Down t-shirt. Which one do you like the best?
I'm going to go with my top. Let's see. These are all nice, but bam! Bigfoot, baby.
That's
Vintage style Bigfoot and a unisex. They're all unisex, by the way.
Yeah.
How about you? What's your favorite?
I like Bribin 24/7 a lot, but
that's
I think
a good one.
My absolute favorite is right here, bro, at the top. This alien chick.
Yeah, that's a
my
top
favorite.
seller. Top seller right there. You too can have these shirts. We want to thank you so much for listening. Thank you for your support. We'll put all the links in the bio to the store. Thanks so much. I got to go back now for a sec.
Okay.
See, this was a red flag to me. So you know how I said I brought up the fact. This is the reason I brought this up, the male thing. So if they're releasing only males out there,
Yeah.
why are we getting bit more if the males don't bite humans?
Well, there's two reasons. The first reason is because they're full of shit and they're not only releasing male
I like that
ones,
reason.
Okay. And then the other
believe that.
reason is because they're releasing all these mosquitoes, bro. So they're going to mate more. They're going to reproduce more.
Right.
You know, nature is going to react to this influx of males. I don't believe that the mosquito population that exists and whatever you got mosquitoes, right? However many, and then you dump all these extra males. Dude, biology is going to accommodate.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm with you.
Just there's no getting around it. You stupid fuck. You're gonna pump an extra 30 million mosquitoes
Bad idea.
into the air every week. You're gonna have a lot more mosquitoes than you ever had before.
But I also just don't believe that they're just putting males out there.
I don't believe any part of this thing, man.
Yeah.
As far as their intentions.
It's very godlike. You're trying to like you're going. It's like your ego.
Your ego's got to be way out of control to think that you can control mosquitoes.
But I get okay. So the argument on the other side is they're just trying to do these amazing things for the future of the world, right?
Sure.
But that's if you believe they're out for the greater good,
right?
Which Bill Gates is Epstein's friend, so he's kind of on the
right.
He's on the other side to me, amongst many other things we could bring up, but. You know, like not the backfiring of something like this is a crazy experiment to me. A crazy experiment. Because how the fuck do you know that this is going to work, first of all? What proof have you given everybody that this is going to work? You just and then how are you able to do this? Who opened the door for this? Who gave you the fucking checkered flag for this one? Well, not the checkered flag. Whatever I'm trying to say. Who said that? He gave you the go.
You lost me at World Mosquito Project.
Yeah, right. That guy.
Yeah.
Fucking World Mosquito Project. There's a T-shirt too. Yeah. So for me, it ties in my worry. I mean, anything Bill Gates does, I always worry. Like, okay, how is this connecting to his depopulation
his
plan?
Effort to
his
depopulate
efforts or his
the planet.
What I would say is he's expressed it in so many ways,
right?
On many occasions, that there's too many people on the planet. I know people will argue, well, you know, he's not talking about killing people. What is he talking about then? How are you going to depopulate the world? How would you do it?
How would I do it personally? Fucking make 30 million extra mosquitoes a week. Be a pretty good start.
Exactly.
How about we start by making the planet unlivable?
Yeah, right? Let's
right?
Just fire a bunch of homeless people everywhere. Let's let terrorists in the country. Let's do all kinds of let's defund the police. Let's do all kinds of shit.
You know, man, I wonder.
Talking to you, Biden.
I wonder if this is some extension of the effort to keep people indoors to prevent them from going outside.
There's a great. They did it with COVID.
I'm telling you, bro. This mosquito deterrence is working really good to prevent people from going outside. People,
yeah, that's a great point. Because I feel like that's one of the things that. I mean, if you are not, as a human being, if you're not able to go outside and get sunlight, get exercise, just get fresh air, shit goes down. It goes down quick.
Right.
That's fact. So with COVID, look what that did, right? So I think you're onto something there. You know, they're going to start doing things that make you not want to go outside. So like if you live in an area now, there's all kinds of homeless people. You're not going to fucking want to go outside.
Right.
If you got, you know, mosquito bites.
I didn't think about the fucking homeless people, man. You're right.
Well, it could be, now it's like anything. Now it's making me think all this crazy
all
shit.
The different
There's
shit
violence,
that
right?
Makes you not want to go out.
They're letting people loot in stores. You know, there's a certain amount they can take and get away with it. So do you want to be in an environment where people are fucking just running in and stealing shit, and God knows what else could happen, right? Where you get knocked on the way. Maybe they come in with some guns. Who knows? It's fear, right? Trying to scare the shit out of people.
Sure.
I'm fucking scared that they're releasing this many mosquitoes.
Right.
But I'm still going outside. I think I stopped me from going outside. How about you?
It's not stopping you. It's not been stopping me. But
it'll stop some people that are scared.
Yeah, almost everybody I know.
You know, the people wearing masks.
Right. Well, they're not getting bit by mosquitoes then if they're all covered up. Right.
No, but those are the same people, right? They're not going to go outside. The people that wear masks still to this day because of COVID,
right?
They're definitely going to be like mosquitoes.
Doing that?
Oh fuck yeah, dude! Yeah, have you not been going outside? You're not seeing it?
I guess I don't know. Maybe I haven't thought. Maybe
start looking for it. It's rare.
My brain is so adjusted now to seeing assholes in masks.
Yep.
That maybe you don't. I got to think about that one.
You're gonna start seeing them now. You're gonna be like,
hey, but
dude.
Just general poll, unscientific poll of my friends and family. Nobody wants to fucking go outside and get bitten, dude.
No.
It comes up all the time. It comes up all the time. Oh, fuck it. We're going to get bitten. I'm going to get bitten.
I told you. That's why I left the East Coast. Well, the weather, too, but it's tied together. Yeah, man, that's a good thing to bring up. Maybe it's all part of it. Let's keep people indoors. Let's keep them where we want them.
Right.
You know, Larry Fink's going to have something to do with that. Klaus Schwab. You got Bill Gates connected to the World Economic Forum. He knows those guys. They hang out together. You know, they're at those fucking weird meetings with the hoods and the fire and the roasting of the camels or whatever they're doing.
Yeah, you guys can look it up online, man.
Yep. What was it? Alex Jones again. Remember he snuck into, gosh, what's the name of that place?
I don't recall the details, but the video's out there, and I've seen it.
And they're doing that ritual.
One of those things where it just sounds so ridiculous.
It's weird.
When on paper you would never believe it. In
You go,
years.
nah.
Yeah, but bigger than shit. There the motherfuckers are with the robes, doing the chant.
They were. All right, well.
All right, dude. So how far down then? How far down? All the mosquitoes are male.
No. I'm not buying that shit at all.
Too far down.
Way too far down. Way too far down.
All right, how far down?
That's at the bottom of the hole.
How far down anything good comes out of this?
Well, I think there could be something temporarily good, and it depends on your view of what's good.
Sure.
All right, I guess if you're looking at it from the mosquito factory or projects, their sort of theory and their sort of reasoning for doing this, looking at their perspective, then, it worked. The males are mating with the females. I don't know how they're going to be able to tell that, but they'll say they can tell, right?
Right.
And it's working. They're not able to transmit it anymore, so we've reduced the risk of dengue fever and malaria, however you say dengue. We've reduced the risk of that, so it's working. But 2-3 years down the line, what has come of that? Like, what sort of genetic modification is morphed out of that? And then you got these like killer mosquitoes, right? Something like crazy sci-fi like that. That's they have huge bees now. Where'd those motherfuckers come from?
Huge. I thought the bees were getting extinct.
I don't know. No, it was right around COVID actually. I think. Remember they had those giant
murder hornets.
The murder hornets.
Murder hornets. Yep.
I mean, I don't know the background on those, but that's the first I've ever heard in my life about a murder hornet. Like, where'd that come from? Was that part of an experiment that went wrong?
It already came from China. No joke.
Really?
Yeah, it came from Asia. It's
there you go.
Species over there, and then it hitched a ride on a boat and ended up over here. I'm sure it wasn't on purpose at all.
Cargo.
I'm sure it had no help.
No. But like, doesn't that make you think maybe those were genetically modified? What part of a similar experiment?
Yeah.
Not maybe for the same reasons, but some sort of experiment. Like, hey, let's fuck with these bees. Let's see what we can do and create some weapons. You know what I mean? I mean, who knows? It could be a weapon in war one of these days. They just release a bunch of murder hornets. You don't have to send in soldiers anymore.
Pain in the ass.
Or mosquitoes that bite and they've got malaria. That was one of my worries too. How do we know they're not injecting them with malaria? That Bill Gates is talking about depopulation all the time. Let's see. I mean, I guess we'll find out if the numbers go up. We're all fucked. Right. I forgot what you asked me. How far down now?
I don't remember either.
I went off on a tangent. Sorry. How far down do I think Bill Gates is out to depopulate the world? I think that's he's just seen too much footage on it.
Right.
He's said it too many times.
Right.
Yeah, I think now there was an argument. I think I was talking to you about this earlier, where some say it was taken out of context. His views have been misinterpreted, right, on the depopulation thing. Like, he's not advocating for reducing the global population in a harmful way. Instead, it's more like he talks about improving health outcomes, particularly in poorer countries, so they can naturally lead to slower population growth. This is a well-documented phenomenon known as the demographic transition, whereas health improves and child mortality decreases, families tend to have fewer children. That's the theory. I guess that's the science behind it, or the history behind it, or whatever. I don't know how true that is, but that's the argument from the other side.
Okay.
No matter how many times you've heard Bill in his and Schwab and all those guys talk about let's have less people, this is the defense of it. What are your thoughts on that defense that I just threw at you?
I mean, I'm not defending the defense, but let me just see if I understand it right. It's just like, like in countries like Germany, that they're highly educated, and so they have smaller families, and then places that are more poor just kind of got rampant big families, you know? It's kind of like the same vein, line of logic. Basically, if we bring everybody up, then they won't want to have...
And that will, over time, decrease the population.
Right.
I mean, I guess, again, this always goes back to, if you think he's out for the greater good.
And it goes back to the other thing you mentioned earlier, too, bro, the ego. What kind of fucking ego do you got to have on you to think that you can bring the quality of life for the whole world up to the point where, they're going to only have, 0.5 children per person?
Yeah.
Like, you can't, bro. It's not going to happen.
It's also just odd to me to want to control something like that.
Kind of, why do you even fucking care, really?
Well, but the argument against that would be, it's bad for the world. We're going to use up all our resources, that's been, there's plenty of arguments against that, too, where, no, we have plenty of resources. You're fucking full of shit.
Right.
So, but that's going to be the argument on that side. Like, we do care because we want the planet to survive. I think that's like climate change. You know what I mean?
Right.
That sort of, whatever. That's a whole nother podcast, too, but... I think the climate change thing is largely bullshit. Yes, the climate changes. It does.
Well, that's why they had to rebrand it as climate change.
That's right.
My whole life it was global warming.
Correct.
And then kind of unceremoniously at some point...
Yep, there was no red ribbon.
No, there was no... Yeah, there was no breaking the bottle over the bow of the climate change rebranding. I don't think the world's quite warming up the way I think they know it.
Well, wasn't it supposed to be... Weren't we supposed to be fucking underwater years ago?
Yeah, they said that kind of shit a lot of times, stuff. For sure. Man, the pollution is real.
Sure.
We don't want pollution. We don't want dirty water.
Right.
We don't want dirty air.
But what's the most polluted place in the world?
It's got to be China.
China.
Right? It's got to be.
Right?
Yeah.
China. Fucking polluting the shit out of the world.
Right.
They don't give a fuck.
No, they don't care. They don't care.
Not all China. Some China's good.
The government.
Yeah. The government of China.
Yeah, they don't care.
Yeah, them and their social credit score and.
I'm gonna fail that hard.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
They want that here in some ways. Klaus Schwab wants that.
I'm sure.
Great Reset guy. I'm
sure they do want it here. I'm sure they do.
They do. They want total control.
Yeah.
They think it's their job. That's what bugs the shit out of me. Is like, who the fuck are you guys to just be like, we're gonna run the world.
Right.
Like, really?
Right.
Okay. When did I get to vote for that?
You didn't, man.
You didn't. These guys are crazy. They're fucking power hungry, rich as all get out. And they're egotistical. Look, maybe some of them are out for good. I'm not saying everybody is, but I mean, Klaus Schwab says you're not going to own anything and enjoy it, or you're going to be happy, right? Like I find something very wrong with that statement.
Just in general, I don't like it when people want you to do something. When people demand that you do something that they're not willing to do themselves. That doesn't make any sense to me. That's the quickest way to lose my attention.
Well, and it's also the easiest argument against people that go along with it. Like they don't, like climate change, right? Don't fly your private jet, but yet you're going to be an advocate for me not eating meat. I'm not allowed to eat meat anymore.
Right.
Or a portion of my meat. I can't eat that much meat. You can fly across country.
Listen, man,
and you jet once.
Right. Like Klaus Schwab, okay, if he were like a Buddhist monk, that didn't know anything except for the rags on his body, and he's advocating, hey, you'll own nothing, but you'll be happy. Okay, I still don't think so.
Yeah.
But I'll listen to you because you're living it, right?
Yeah.
Klaus Schwab, whenever you give up all your assets and you have nothing,
Yeah.
then I'm willing to listen to your arguments that
Yeah.
you'll own nothing, but you'll be happy.
Well, and this is part of the reason why it's hard for me to listen to Bill Gates talk about vaccines. And when did you become a medical expert? Like, why the fuck are you talking about
He's not
this
even
stuff?
healthy looking.
No, he looks terrible.
Remotely. I know he's old now, man, but
Yeah, but he's not like you're clearly not taking care of yourself.
Well, he didn't look good when he was younger either.
No.
He's always looked like a pasty little troll.
Like, he doesn't look like he's ever lifted a weight in his life.
I don't think so. I don't think he's no.
No, that's what I mean. I don't want the hunched over, overweight guy
Right.
training me
It's
in the
same
gym.
thing. Listen, man, I don't want to hear shit about health from someone who's not remotely healthy.
I don't want the basketball coach to teach me tennis.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Totally. I feel you.
You stupid shit.
Yeah.
How far down that you think let me say it this way. No, I'll say it. We'll do the how far down. I was going to say over under, given the game tonight. How far down that you've had over 200 mosquito bites in the past year?
Bro, I've had more than 200 mosquito bites probably in a week.
Really?
Well, I'm not even exaggerating, man.
Damn, that is a lot. I'm not getting bit that much, but that's a lot.
I'm not even joking. Whatever they got in these mosquitoes, I'm getting it 100%.
Oh, shit.
I'll let you know, man.
Hey, man, it's nice knowing you.
I'll let you know.
You're going to be fine. Well, I think that's a wrap.
Yeah.
You got anything else to say about these helicoptered mosquitoes?
I would just like to say to the World Mosquito Project, fuck you,
I second that.
you fucking dicks.
Fuck you, Bill Gates.
Oh, hey, real quick before we go, if you're suffering from mosquito bites, the salve right here might help clear it up quicker. Give you some help here.
What's
That's
this
right.
one?
We got massage cream from the hemp company in Nebraska. That's
Your
my
favorite?
personal favorite right there, man. The roller, the icy hot style roller.
1,000 milligrams.
got that-
500. This one's
yeah.
500 milligrams.
It's got the mint for the immediate relief, but the CBD for the long-term relief on that roller. It's my favorite.
Yeah.
Of course, the drops.
The drops, 1,000 milligrams.
Yeah.
Chapstick as well.
Chapstick's great too, man.
Why do I bring this up? Because at the thcofnebraska.com website, we will give you a 25% discount.
Well,
the discount code is what?
how far down?
How far down? Till next time.
Check it out.
See ya.